Welcome guys in Efficient Graphic Design channel. In today's tutorial, I will teach you how to create this great dripping pants effect using Photoshop, of course. You will see in this lesson that is so easy and quick to get this wonderful effect. Before we begin, if you don't have the Adobe Photoshop installed in your machine, I place the link in the description below where you can download the last version of Adobe Photoshop for free. And if you have any problem installing the software, just leave me a comment and I will reply to help you. Let's get started. So the first thing we are going to do is open the image, and we go to the menu select and we use the subject select, and like you can see this option make a quick selection on the person on the image, and we use the layer mask. Like you can notice here, we use the layer mask and we go to solid color. We create a layer with a solid color. We choose the white color and we push the image with the layer mask as the top, and we make the solid color as the bottom. So now we go to this image here. You will find this image in the description, so you can download it and use it using Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. I copy and I paste the image here, and I go to the blending modes and I choose the lighten mode. And like you can see, using the lighten mode on the image gives me this wonderful effect. I convert the image to a smart object, and using Ctrl+T, I scale the image. That's very good, like you can notice here. So I move the image until I get the results I'm satisfied with. I continue moving the image, like you can see here. That's fine. I make it a little bigger. I scale the image using, of course, Ctrl+T. Don't forget to convert the image first to a smart object, and after that using Ctrl+T to scale it and change its dimensions. That's fine. I select the woman image now, and using Ctrl+T on the woman's layer, I scale it also, holding the shift key. Don't forget to hold the shift key while scaling the image. That means make it bigger or smaller. I come back to dripping pants image and I scale it, always using Ctrl+T and holding, of course, the shift key or the caps key. I move it a little here until I'm getting the result I'm satisfied with. I move it a little here, like you can notice. I think now it's fine. So I think I will use a rectangle. Using the rectangle tool, I will drop a rectangle here to hide this part. So I will choose the white color for the foreground for the rectangle, and like this I hide this part from the old image that was disturbing me. So I select the two layers at once, and using Ctrl+T and holding the shift key, I make the two layers more bigger, and I position the two layers at once in the center of the image. That's very good now. Of course, selecting the two layers at once, I scale them first using Ctrl T and holding the Shift key, of course, and using the Move tool, I position it in the middle of the image. That's fine. I delete the rectangle. I'm not needing it anymore. So I will use this image here. You will find it also in the description so you can download it. I will use this image. I push it behind the image, my image. I position it using the Move tool behind the woman's head. I convert it to a smart object and using Ctrl T I scale it. Holding the Shift key, I rotate it a little, like you can see here. So using this technique of converting an image to a smart object before scaling it and using Ctrl T gives us an advantage to keep the quality of the image, and it keeps its quality. Although you scale it, make it bigger or smaller, it keeps its original quality and dimensions, because we convert it first to a smart object and we scale it using Ctrl T and holding the Shift key. Now I will create an effect, a drop shadow effect on the girl image. I will use the multiply mode, I think, with something like 30 in the opacity, 90 in the angle degree, and in the distance something like 70, in the squad something also like 70, and in the size 25. So I come back to the mode normal, to the normal mode, or the multiply mode is better in this case. For the opacity it's very good, 29. For the noise I will make it 0 and I click OK. Like you can notice, I can of course make the effect on, the drop shadow effect on and off, so I can see the difference and I can see what these effects give us on our image. And like you can notice, I will make the opacity of the drop shadow very small. Now it's fine, I think. And like you can see, the result is great and very quick and easy to do with Photoshop. Alright guys, I wish you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to get the tutorials coming up. And if you have any issues installing the software or applying today's lesson, just leave me a comment and I will reply to help you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorials.